Hi, this is Mark News from Plant Talk Radio. Thanks for subscribing and listening to our Plant of the Week podcast, brought to you by Bonide Products, family made in America. Visit Bonide.com to find a retailer near you. Each week, Plant Talk Radio's Fred Hauer focuses on a plant that would be a great addition to your landscape. Now for this week's Bonide Products Plant of the Week.
Now, the Shadblow is a old Indian name, apparently, that is when the serviceberries were in bloom, the Indians knew to drop what other tasks and go to the river, the Scioto and the Olentangy here and some others, well, every place for that matter, and go fishing. And then the Juneberry part, last evening I was out picking the darkest burgundy fruit and savoring them. Now, I don't know as I want to make a pie out of them, but they certainly would have that character. They're, it's big as a peppercorn. Well, bigger than a peppercorn, almost the size of a cranberry in a way, and depending on the kind of tree, and quite tasty, very seedy at the same time, very soft seeds, and very sweet. And on top of everything else, watch the robins. The robins will do their best to pick the best first, and then later on, when there are so few left, few will ferment from time to time, and there's nothing funnier than a drunken robin on your lawn, flapping his wings, laying on his back, thinking he's going someplace. Hopefully the cats aren't out at that point in time. And then another of my favorites, because it feeds, or they feed, the various little creatures called hummingbirds, coral bell. Coral bell comes in many colors anymore, the standard green, and then off into burgundy, off into light green, and so on. And then the spirea group is in its flaming character right now. The one that I happen to have is called Gold Flame. That doesn't show up until fall, when the fall color comes on. But right now it's a beautiful, soft, pinkish purple, and a tough little plant. Tough, as long as it's in the sunshine and not in a wet spot, it'll grow just about any place, any kind of soil and so on. And because of their nature to kind of head up at the bottom, I cut the plants back every other year, down quite hard, and then they come up short, bushy, florific, if you will, and so on. And a wonderful plant. That kind of rounds out the group this week.
Thanks again for listening to our podcast, brought to you by Bonide Products at Bonide.com. Plant Talk Radio offers other podcasts as well, including our daily Your Gardening Question podcast and our weekly Plant Talk Radio, all available on iTunes or your preferred podcast player. If you have a plant suggestion for Fred, send him an email, fred@planttalkradio.com.